Greetings. Today we will continue to explore the Python and Streamlit and its role in financial data acquisition. Today we are going to build a bit different type of dashboard with Streamlit. It will consist of few stocks and we will get stock price related information. And we also will make a selector for the user to be able to check for which particular date he wants to show the pricing for. So without further ado, let's move forward to coding. For those of you who just joined our channel, we are working with codes in Python related to stock data, and basically for the display we are using Streamlit library. What is a Streamlit? It is a library which helps us to display results of the script as a web kind of a framework, and in a second I will show you how to install Streamlit if you haven't. So task 12, it will be multiple stock price. And how we are installing Streamlit, we are basically doing pip install Streamlit. It's pretty straightforward. As I already have installed, it will say that requirement already satisfied. Here you go. Basically Streamlit with itself installs a couple of other libraries which are necessary for successful run, so don't get confused when you will see multiple lines here. Okay, back to coding. We start with import Streamlit as st, import Yahoo Binance as yf, import pandas as pd. Next we will import from the Python inbuilt library datetime the datetime and time delta. Why we will see below. Also, as we are going to operate with different with the time zone related information, we are going to import also library for time zone manipulation. Import pytz Python time zone. Okay, let's start with creating a function. First of all, we need to get the data for the stock. Def get stock data. We will provide you a symbol and the date, and you as a function will return us, we will see what. But basically it will be stock price information for day trading session. Stock will be equal to Yahoo Finance ticker, and that would be the symbol. The time zone will be Python time zone, and the time zone will be America, New York. Start date, we are introducing a variable. It will be time zone, localize, datetime, convert it to string, strp time, date, and into the format %y, %n, %d. So start date, it will be considered as the date time converted into the string from the date and localized into time zone. History will be stock history, where the start will be start date and the end will be start date plus time delta, where days equal to 1. So for each of these we are going to get this information. Now checking if not is empty. We are checking if this data set is not empty and asking to do the following. Last row equals to history iLock. You remember it from the previous lesson. This is the function that helps us to operate with the rows of data, and -1 as an attribute means that this is going to operate with the last available row of the data. And for this we ask to return a dictionary, whereas the symbol will be equal to symbol, open will be equal to we can display the overall price, but it will have too many digits after decimal, so let's round it to 2 digits after decimal. Round, last row, open, and round it up to 2 digits. Same way we are going to ask to do the same for other 3 values for the stock price. Have it back, 2, 3, and 4. Open, close, high, and low. Same way we are changing here. Low, high, open, close. So let's add the commas. Okay. So if the data is not empty, we are asking to return us a row of data where will be 5 columns: symbol, open, close, high, and low. And if it is empty, else return another dictionary where the symbol will be NA. Same way we are going to ask for the other 4 parts. Next will be close, and then will be high, and then will be low. So when the data exists, we are getting the data. If the data not exist, we are getting NA values, not to have the structure broken. Okay, let's remove this unnecessary comma here and get to the next method, which will help us to get, for example, weekly data, which means like in 1 week there are 5 business days, so last 5 business days. 5 business days. So what this one will do, it will get today's date as date time, today, date. Last 5 days will be today minus time delta with days equal to x for x in range from 1 to 8. Let's spend a couple of minutes here going through the explanation of what we just did. Last 5 days equal today minus time delta, days equal x for x in range 1 to 8. We represent the current date here with today. Time delta function subtracts a certain number of days, x days, from today's date. So from today we are going to subtract some number of days with this range. So we want this for 7 days, which are 5 business days. That's why this number. This generates a sequence of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is not included. Please take special care about that. We subtract 1 day, 2 days, and so on, up to 7 days from the current date. That's how we get our last 5 business days. We named it last 5 days. It's okay. It's still 5 days from the trading perspective. Now, the code here, today minus time delta and all of it, this will generate a list of dates by subtracting a number x from today's date. So last 5 days we will have the list of dates in here. That's why this is written. If today is 21st of September, the last 5 days here will be September 21st, 2024, which equals today minus 1 day. And so on and so on. We will minus from it each day, each number within a range from 1 to 7. And if we are fine with this, let's move to the next line. Now we got 5 days. Let's count if those days are business days, because not every day is business day. And by subtracting 7 dates from 1 to 7 from today, we will anyway get 5 business days, because 7 days is 1 week, and 1 week period has like 2 weekend days and 5 trading days. Business days will be equal to day or day in the last 5 days if day weekday is less than 5, and we're adding this one here too. And let's get through this same way as we got over the last 5 days function. So last 5 days gave us a list of dates: September 21, September 20, September 19, September 18, and so on up to September 15. This will represent days of week validation. This function here will return this function here, day weekday, will return the days of week as an integer, starting from 0 as a Monday and 6 as a Sunday. So what we do here, we are checking if the day weekday value, which is integer, is less than 5. So Monday is 0, Tuesday 1, Wednesday 2, Thursday 3, and Friday 4. Less than 5. 5 and 6 are Saturday and Sunday. Python counting starts from 0. And basically we do this filtering out weekends. Slice here ensures that we only got first 5 business days. For example, in our case from September 21 is today, and for the day of the week this is 5. So remaining dates are September 16 to September 15 to September 21, where September 15 date will be 6. This one will be also filtered, and here where comes the slice element. We got it covered here, and let's continue what we will return here for this last 5 business days function. And for here we will return simply business days. With all this settled, we got the data, we got the last 5 days. Now let's display them properly. Streamlit title, stock dashboard, dates equals get last 5 business days, date string. This is a new variable where we convert our date into a string format. Date string f time in a format %y, %m, %d for date and dates. Now with these dates, range of dates, for this week we agreed it will be September 16 to September 20. This convert them as a string to show this will get the data from this list of days and convert it into a string. And later on, which is here, so Streamlit select box, select date strings, and this will be our value for selected date. Later on we will provide this into the method to get the stock data in here. Now let's provide the list of stocks that we need. Stocks equals to the list Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta or Facebook. Now we initiate the empty list stock data equals empty list for data objects, which will later on be a keeper for the data that we received using this method. For stock singles, let's change it. Okay. Do the following: stocks data change the name equals get stock data stock, and the date will be selected date. Next, once the data is received, please update stocks data with the stock data. What we did again, we provided a list of stocks that we want to get information for. We created an empty list, and then we are going through the loop which goes over each of these stocks, and for each of them we are using the method we defined above, get stock data, and we are getting pricing information, these 5 values for selected dates, and then we append our empty list with all this data. Now list is received and kept. We are using data frame variable as pandas data frame of stocks data, and Streamlit write stock data for set of stocks and for selected dates, and let's add this as an f string, and under that we are going to transfer a df data object into a Streamlit displayable table. Again, we imported all the libraries we need. We created a method to get the stock data. We are keeping the data in a format that we want to display later on. Next, we are getting the 5 business days to display it for last week. Necessary spacing here. We're creating a Streamlit page title. We are initiating variables which we are going to use for the data set for the stocks, having an empty list to further add data in there or append the data, and go over the loop of stocks to get the data and append to the initial empty list. And lastly, we are displaying it into a Streamlit to see what will happen. Now, running the Streamlit is different from typical Python. In Python, we are usually doing the right click here and then run the file name. In Streamlit is different. Command Streamlit run task 12. Let's see. Okay, we got the date, the year 24, September 20. September 20 was Friday, today is Saturday, so we're all clear, and we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 business days. We can click on any of it, and we have the stock prices for Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Meta, and our 5 column row. This is added automatically with the Streamlit. This is not what we were coding. This is something that Streamlit automatically adds to the pandas data frame. So yeah, we got open price, close price, high and low. Later on, what you can do, you can first increase the list of stock displayed. Second, if you want to do some analytics, you can highlight, for example, closure price. If you will see that it differs from the high price for, I don't know, maybe more than 10%. Like in one day there was variation of stock price for 10 or more percent. That seemed to be something complicated. Or from the low price, you can see here that variation from the low price is almost 1% here, 214, 216. Here is a little lower, here is lower, here is lower, and here is even bigger, so more than 1% difference. Hope you like the exercise, hope it will be useful for you in your adventure for the stock data information understanding and analyzing. Keep being subscribed to the page. Follow us and we will come for sure with more. Thank you and have a great time. Bye bye.